Okay guys, so here is our Switch the Six. We have a huge selection of easy, quick little meal ideas that you can put together with the Switch the Six collection. So starting with our creamy ranch dressing. This is a wonderful dip mix that is easy to prepare, and it's usually with the common things that you have in your fridge already. So what I've done here is I have our little prep bowls. These are awesome little glass prep bowls. They have little measurements on the side, so they're really easy to put all your dips in. So the creamy ranch dressing, it has all the ingredients and all of the recipes on the back of the jar. So what we've got here is we're doing the ranch dressing, and we have our awesome 4-in-1 spice spoon. This is a great spoon for Epicure. It has a tablespoon, a teaspoon, a half a teaspoon, and a quarter teaspoon. So it has all of those measures all in one spoon, so you can't lose them in the drawer, which is handy. But what else is great with this 4-in-1 spice spoon is that it fits in all of our jars. So it fits in the wide mouth jars, it fits in our narrow jars, every which way you choose, every jar size we have, the 4-in-1 spice spoon will fit inside. So we're just creating our creamy ranch dip, and what we've mixed in here is just a little bit of Greek yogurt and mayonnaise, and then popping in our seasoning. So you can also use mayonnaise and sour cream if you like, or you can just use Greek yogurt and mayonnaise. So then it adds a little bit extra protein as well, because the Greek yogurt is high in protein. So we just mix that all up, looking great. And we'll just let that sit to absorb all the fluids and flavor and really enhance the flavors. So you like to let the dips, when you mix them up, let them sit for a little bit so that they can absorb and rehydrate all those wonderful spices and seasonings. And our handy little prep bowls are great too, because they come with a little silicone lid. So you can just pop that on and pop it in the fridge. This dip will last me a whole week or sooner, depending on how often my kids love to dip their carrots in here, vegetables, all kinds of other things, chips. And that leads us over to our chips that we can create a healthier version at home to dip into our creamy ranch dressing. So I have sweet potato here, but you could also use regular potatoes. So we have this wonderful mandolin. It's a 4-in-1 mandolin. It has 4 different types of blades to create julienne fries, and 2 different sizes of sliced potato, or any vegetable that you're slicing, cucumbers, that kind of thing. So our 4-in-1, so right now I've got sweet potato in here, and I've just sliced up a few in the bowl, and we are actually going to make sweet potato chips. And also, a lot of people love to do potatoes, but also kale chips are really crazy right now, adding seasonings and making kale chips at home. It helps that snacking, craving concept when you're at night and you want to munch on something, munch on some chips. So here's the healthier version. So all we have here is our awesome multi-purpose steamer. This is like a godsend. It does so many things, and I'll share with you more in some pictures and things in our class tonight. But right now I'm just going to show you the tray that comes inside. So the tray comes out, and it's got these holes and this little stand, and you just put in your slices of potatoes, sweet potatoes, whatever you like, and we're going to pop this into the microwave. Pop it into the microwave. The recipe is online on epicure.com, and we just can seasoning them. This is our herb and garlic sea salt mix. This is a great versatile blend that you can use just as a salt alternative that you want to use, just to spice it up a bit, but it's great on potato chips, is herb and garlic sea salt. And the nice thing about our herb and garlic sea salt, the grinder, is that this whole grinder piece can pop right off. So you can actually take this whole lid off, and the grinder can go and fit on any of our other round jars. So when you get a refill of the herb and garlic, you just take this grinder off and put it onto the refill container, and away you go. Or if you've got some other spices or something else that you want to have grinded up at home, you can just put them in an empty Epicure jar and put the grinder lid on, and voila. So there's a healthy alternative to use to make potato chips at home, sweet potato chips, kale chips. The recipes are endless, and they're all online on epicure.com, and we can dip them in with our awesome creamy ranch dressing. Then we move over to our main dish, which would be our mac and cheese. We all know that this is a kid favorite. It's a lot of families' favorites. It's easy, quick, and inexpensive to make. So this is Epicure's healthier version. We use real cheddar cheese. We don't have any excess sodium, and we have no colorings, nothing like that in our mac and cheese. So how we make our mac and cheese at home here is we use this awesome multi-purpose pot. This is from Epicure. This makes life so simple. You can boil the noodles in here and do everything all in this one pot. This pot has a nice ergonomical handle, so it's easy to pour when you're draining your noodles. It comes automatically with a lid that has a strainer built in. So the strainer has two different holes, a smaller hole and bigger holes, to strain when you're straining into the sink. It's so handy. And the nice thing about this too is that it has measurements inside the pot. So when you're filling it with water, you can easily see how much you need to fill the pot. And so I boil my noodles in here, and I add all my seasonings at the end. Mac and cheese is a pretty simple recipe to make, but this is it here in our bowl here. And so the seasoning I used on top for our mac and cheese to add extra nutrition is you can add our nutritional yeast sprinkles. So this one is Broccoli Bliss. Broccoli is a really good add-on to macaroni. It enhances the flavor of both and tastes really good. And nutritional yeast is not like a bacterial yeast that's, this is nutritional yeast. So this actually adds the benefit of B12 to your diet. And B12 is really important, especially if you're on a vegan diet, that you need more B12, because a lot of us consume our B12 from meat products. So this is a really good product, and B12 is actually really important to have in our diets for mental health, for anxiety, depression, that kind of stuff. If you're feeling a little bit fatigued and low down, you need a boost to your B12s. So this is a great way to get it. We have Broccoli Bliss. There's a garlic and onion, which is amazing on all kinds of things. I sprinkle this on eggs, omelets. I sprinkle it into my mashed potatoes, that kind of stuff. It's great. So those are two items. The other thing to nutritionally balance your plate with the macaroni is you could half the noodles that are required and put in spiralized zucchini or spiralized another green that enhances the flavor with your mac and cheese. So a nice way to do that too then is have spiralized zucchini, steamed zucchini in your mac and cheese. It's a great option to have a more nutritionally balanced plate. And then our next one is our chocolate pudding. So our chocolate pudding would be your dessert. It's a great easy snack to mix up. We use real cocoa and we use organic coconut sugar. So this is a very much healthier alternative to your puddings that you get from the store, your instant puddings. A lot less sugar. And the nice thing about this is you can make this dairy-free. So we don't use regular milk in our household. We just don't. We use coconut milk, and sometimes we use almond milk, but this tastes great. This tastes great with almond milk, it tastes great with coconut milk, and it tastes great with regular milk. So that is a really nice added bonus. The kids love this, and it's great to just make a whole bunch of cups of it and just have it in the fridge for lunches, and you know that you're feeding your kids something that they like. It's something that compares to other kids' snacks, but it's a lot healthier. Now the other two items we didn't talk about was the Fajita Seasoning that comes in this Switch the Six. This one, it has paprika, peppers, your whole fajita Mexican spice. So our fajita mix is made without corn syrup solids, which contains no nutritional value, and it contains a lot of other calories and things that really aren't necessary. So our fajita mix is a nice clean version, and it is easy to sprinkle on your chicken, anything that you'd like. So that's where our multi-purpose pot comes in again, which is amazing. What you can do with the pot is to put your chicken on this little tray, and you pop the tray inside and pop it in the microwave. It makes beautiful moist chicken breasts right from frozen. Like, I don't have time. I got kids in the house, things are crazy. So I just pop my frozen breast chicken in here, put it in the microwave, and depends on your microwave power, but in about 8 minutes, I have 2 beautiful cooked chicken breasts with my Fajita Seasoning mix on it, and all the drippings from the chicken just drop down into the bottom of the pot. So it's a great way to easily cook up fajitas, mix them and put them up in a wrap, and put your creamy ranch dressing in there. That's another meal all in itself. So there's a lot of versatility here. Then we have our chicken broth, which comes in your Switch to 6. The chicken broth is awesome, and I'll show you more about the comparison of how good our chicken broth is, what's inside. This too also has a lot of nutritional vitamins and minerals that most chicken broths on the market you don't see. The thing about Epicure is that we focus on clean ingredients, but we also work on added nutrition. So we're not just spices, we're not just, some seasoning mixes. We actually have nutritional value packed in our seasonings. So that makes us stand out from a lot of other companies. We're also Canadian. Everything here is blended and made in home office on Vancouver Island in Victoria. And we source all of our seasonings and things globally, but we source them from ethical sources, clean sources. So you're always getting the best that Epicure can offer you. So I am super excited for you guys to try some of these products, and maybe you'd like to book a cooking class and we could actually taste some of these wonderful foods. So if that's something that interests you, you can certainly send me a message and we can host a class for you, and you can get some of these items free, half price, or if you really like to cook and you think this is something fun that you might like to try, you can join my team. I have 16 wonderful ladies that have joined me in the clean eating movement, and we enjoy sharing and inspiring others to eat healthy and live their epic life. So thanks for watching, and enjoy.